Yo, what is up guys, and welcome to another Wild Rift video. And in today's video I'm gonna show you guys the most disgusting Nasus build in the game right now. And oh yeah, I'm gonna be playing this amazing skin as well. So there's timestamps in the description to go to the gameplay immediately, but as you can see, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? What kind of a build is this? Fimbulwinter? AP? What? Let me explain it to you guys. If you don't care and if you just want to enjoy the gameplay while zipping from your coffee, then there's timestamps in the description to skip to the gameplay. So during the gameplay, I'm going to explain to you why this build is good and how to play it. Now I'm only going to explain you the build, okay? Basically, you're a tank and you deal damage and provide utility with your third ability and your ultimate. So how do you do that? Firstly, you get the Tear of Goddess. Early game you kinda suck, but Nasus' kit compensates for it. You're super tanky and you can poke the enemy with your third ability, but more on how to play with it during the gameplay. So yeah, you start with the Fimbulwinter, you need to stack it up. Or sorry, Wimple's approach, and you need to stack it up to the Fimbulwinter. See, the beauty of this item is, they buffed it. Let me quickly show you. You have to understand how this item works. It grants you bonus health equal to 8% of your mana, sure. And it refunds 15% of the mana spent, sure. But it's really all about this. Look at this. Immobilizing or slowing an enemy champion consumes 3% of your current mana and grants you a shield for 3 seconds. It absorbs 100 to 200, it depends on your level, plus 5% of your current mana. So if you have 3000 mana, the shield is going to be 150 more even. And then it's increased by another 80% if there's more than one enemy champion nearby. So if there's like 2 enemy champions nearby, I need to turn on my light actually, I forgot. Whew, that feels a little fresher. If there's more than one enemy around, you're gonna get such a big shield every 8 seconds. Every 8 seconds. And Nasus constantly procs it because every time you use your second ability, you proc it. And when you get the Rylai's Scepter, you're essentially always gonna be proccing it. Every single time. So this item is perfect. And it gives you infinite mana. And it gives you ability haste. And it gives you max health. So it gives you a lot of max health. Keep that in mind because it gives you 350 max health. Plus the 8%. And as I said, if you have like 3000 mana, and you're gonna have more than that even. If you have 3000 mana, that's nearly, that's like another 240 health. So this item alone is gonna be giving you 600 health, which is gonna make you insanely tanky. So that is why you can then go for the Rylai's Scepter. Before the Rylai's Scepter, you have to get boots, however. You either go for the plated steel caps or the mercury threads. I don't recommend Ionian boots. You already have enough ability haste and it's just not worth it. Tankiness is more important, so either the plated steel caps or the mercury threads. And then for your enchantment, always the stone plate, guys. Especially when you get the Rylai's Scepter. Stone plate is gonna allow you to slow the enemy with your ult, because when you use your ultimate, you're gonna have this aura around you, which is gonna do magic damage, and it's all gonna slow the enemy. And then when you have the stone plate, you're gonna be insanely tanky as well, which allows you to constantly run through the enemy. So after the boots, you get the Rylai's Scepter. Then you can Bramblefest is optional, but you should get it if you need anti-healing, because you're gonna be the one tanking up everything. Then you got the Liandry's, guys. And Liandry's deals double the damage because all your magic damage is gonna be slowing the enemy as well with the Rylai's Scepter. So this is the perfect item. You're actually gonna do a lot of damage with this combo as well. Frozen Heart is another perfect item for Nasus, but here it becomes situational. Do you need magic resist? If yes, I actually recommend an Abyssal Mask, especially if you have more AP in your team. Because you're going to be running into the enemy and it will allow you to do 15% more damage and the enemies as well. And the item gives you more max mana, which works very well with the Fimbulwinter. Besides that, you can finish the Thornmill from the Bramblefest, of course. Force of Nature is okay if you just want raw tankiness. You can even get a Zeke's Convergence if you have like an ADC in the mid lane or the Baron lane that's doing very well. This is a very rare case, but it's possible, just so you know. But regarding more AP, I don't recommend more AP. I don't recommend you to go for any other AP than these 2 items right here. This is more than enough. More than enough. So for your runes, yes, you go for the Font of Life. I know, Ares sounds good and all of that, but Font of Life is your way to go because you have a lot of health and you have a lot of AP. So Font of Life works perfectly. The value is going to be very big. The healing is going to be very big. You're constantly going to be using it in your lane. You're going to be able to, like, you basically only have to pick Nasus with a Senna, by the way. When you have Font of Life, you can just use your third ability on the enemy, and Senna uses her first ability to proc it, and she heals up and you heal up, which is really, really good. Like, this is insane. It basically allows you to win every lane, really. Like, essentially you win every lane. Second rune, you go for weakness. You can go for triumph, but I go for weakness because second ability procs weakness, and when you get the Rylai's Scepter, all of your abilities proc weakness, and you're gonna be placing your third ability on top of everyone during a team fight. So it's very easy to proc weakness on the enemy. So weakness is very nice on this build of Nasus. Third one, you go for conditioning, and the reason is because you don't need any other rune of these in the early game. Unless you're up against like a Draven or something, you know, because a Draven can be annoying. If you're up against a very oppressive lane, then you should probably get Second Wind or the Adaptive Carapace. But 95% of the game is conditioning, because conditioning is going to make you super tanky in the late game. And it's especially going to be good because you have so much HP. Like, look, Winter's Approach is going to be giving you around 600 health. Stoneplate is going to be doubling your health. Rylai's Scepter gives you another 350 health. And then Leandra's gives you 250 more health. That is why conditioning provides immense value with this build. Immense value. For your fourth rune, you go for Mana Flow Band. It's crazy, but you still need mana, even though you have Fimbulwinter. But not as much. But the thing is, it contributes towards more. It contributes towards all these stats that Fimbulwinter provides you: more HP, bigger shields, etc., etc. You can go for Hunter Genius. I just don't recommend it. I just recommend you Mana Flow Band. You know, just to be safe. And here you go for Exhaust and Flash. So that is it about. Oh, by the way, you can go for Ignite, but Exhaust is better. Like, you need to have an Exhaust in your team, and especially on Nasus, like, no one can kill you when you have an Exhaust. So that is it about the build, and let's now get into the gameplay. Alright, on to gameplay. Guys, I sorry for not uploading for 2 days and being late today. Let me just quickly tell you why. I had this operation on my back, close to my shoulder. I'm not sure if you've seen it. Like, they cut out a bone out of my back. It was like 3 years ago. And now it's starting to hurt again. Not the same place, but it's the same pain. Like, basically what's happening is like 2 bones are touching each other whenever I do this. 2 bones touch each other. And it doesn't really hurt, but then it hurts the muscle like crazy. It hurts so much. It is incredibly uncomfortable. I can't sleep. I tried to find an appointment with a doctor that can fix it, but they're all busy because it was 3 days a few days ago. I'm just kind of miserable right now, but don't worry about me. Well, you can kind of worry about me, but like, I'm fine, but it's really annoying. It really hurts. I just need a doctor that can pop my arm back or something. Like, I really feel like someone has to like pull my shadow or pull my arm or like push his hands on my back or something in a certain spot to like push it all in the right spot. It's really annoying. It hurts a lot. But it is what it is. What do we do? This is life, I guess. We gotta deal with this, right? Alright, so let's see how I'm playing this game now. I don't have sound on the game. That's why I played the chill music. The reason is because unfortunately the video had delayed audio. So if you have audio, you're gonna hear everything like 3 seconds late. So I don't want you to deal with that. So yeah. As you can see, we're struggling. Why, you may think? Didn't I just tell you that you win every lane? The answer is yes, I told you, but we're up against Misfortune and the Malphite. These are 2 poke champions, and like, as you can see, we're not really even losing the lane. We're not really losing. The only reason we got out-traded is because we both got hit by Misfortune's first ability very early on, which dealt a lot of damage to both of us, which was just a stupid mistake. We shouldn't have gotten hit like that. We shouldn't have lost the lane this badly. Like, as you can see, it's really easy for us to just constantly poke them like this. As a Nasus, you just really want to stay back and just poke. And here you can see, I am last hitting a lot of the minis with my first ability, but you don't have to. Like, it's just an extra. Like, look at this. Look at how hard we're winning our lane. You see, I'm nearly full HP. I even killed the Misfortune. Look at this. This is a misfortune, by the way. One of the most oppressive early game ADCs in the game. But Nasus Senna can deal with it. And that's especially because of the Font of Life as well. Like, the Font of Life constantly heals you and your ally up. You just have to hit the enemy with your third ability and make sure your ally procs it. I do recommend you to play Nasus with a duo though. Don't do it in solo queue. It's not really good. It's much better to do it with a duo queue. Here I'm playing with Keys, who is in my opinion an insanely good support. He streams on Twitch as well, by the way. It's twitch.tv/KeysO. He's a really good streamer, and I love watching him, and I'm sure you guys love watching him too if you want to see some support. It's hard for me to focus. I'm sorry guys, because my back hurts so much. Oh god, why do these things happen? Why? It's so annoying. It's like, you know how it feels? It's like, how do I say it? Like, you know how relieving it feels when you pop your fingers, right? Like, you know how relieving it is, like, boom, or when you like pop your back like this, like, and then it's like, oh, so nice. Now, can you imagine this feeling? Before popping it, you know, it's like super stuck, right? Like, it's stuck and you want to pop it, like, Can you imagine this stuck feeling being there 24/7? That is what I'm dealing with right now. So it doesn't hurt that much. It's just so incredibly uncomfortable that, like, I would much rather have it hurt than be like this, basically. I'm so sorry about talking all of this. Sometimes I get carried away in my videos, but I'm just having some fun. Here you can see we got ganked by the Echo, actually, which is their jungler. So I'm gonna run out, and this is Nasus can do that easily. Just use your ultimate. Nasus's ultimate not only reduces the cooldown of the first ability, by the way. A lot of people may only think that it makes you bigger, it gives you health, and it reduces the cooldown. Yes, it does that, but it also gives you magic resistant armor, guys. That's on top of all of that. That's also what it does. So that is why it's so good to get all of the HP, because your ultimate is gonna make you even tankier. Yes, and it's a lot actually. On level 1 it's gonna give you 25 armor and magic resist. Level 2 it's 50, and then level 3 it's 75. I mean, look at this. Look at this. While I'm taking 0 damage, I am dealing so much damage, and I got the Winter's Approach now. So when you get the Winter's Approach, you're gonna be stacking up the mana incredibly fast, because every time you use an ability, it stacks up 15 stacks. So it's gonna go really fast, and you're gonna be having your Fimbulwinter in no time. Like, look at the Tear of Goddess right here. Look at it right here. Here, put your eyes on it. Whenever I use an ability, look, it goes from 309 to 333. What did I do? 333. Wait, how much is that? 309 to 333? Did I say it wrong? Oh, it gives you 12, not 15, 12. Sorry, it gives you 12. I was wrong. It's 12. Like here, boom, boom. Look, I'm not scared. I'm not scared. You see, and this is not just this game. This is not just this game. If you play Nasus correctly, enemy ADCs are gonna be pissing their pants because of you. Because you'll walk up to them, you'll use third ability, second ability. When you use the second ability, you're gonna be slowing them and reducing their attack speed. And as you can see, I'm putting points. Oh, my coffee spilled. 1 second. Oh, what the hell just happened? What the hell just happened? But it's okay, I was gonna talk about something else. As you can see, I'm not putting any point in my first ability. Now you may be thinking, why? This is Nasus's main damage. You always tell us, you know, it's all about the stacks and the first ability. That's correct. But not with this Nasus. This is a different Nasus. It's basically as if you're playing a different champion. So you put all of your points in your third ability first. If I take this thing away, it's all of the points on the third ability to reduce the cooldown, to deal the most damage, etc. It makes sense, right? Because this is gonna be your main ability. Another thing that the third ability does, by the way, it reduces the enemy's armors. So really, really good in team fights. Then you're gonna be putting all of your points in your second ability. And I'm gonna ask you guys to test your knowledge. Why? Like, even though I don't have Eternity Force, my first ability still deals decent damage. It's still good. But why am I telling you that it's not worth upgrading over the second ability? Test your knowledge. Tell me why fully upgrading your second ability is gonna be better than the first ability. Maybe you don't agree with me. If you don't agree with me, tell me why as well. I don't want to force you to have an opinion. So tell me. Test your knowledge. Pause the video. I'll give you the answer after this team fight. Because it's a crazy strong ability. Much stronger than you think. Look at this, by the way. I saw that they went on me. I instantly used my stone plate. Because I knew I would have died. I didn't have my ultimate. So he would have just killed me. But look at me. I'm just never gonna die. I'm literally never gonna die. Look at this, look at this. Like, everyone has to flash away from me. Now you may be thinking, why is everyone constantly flashing away from me? And the answer is the same answer to the test your knowledge. It is the second ability. Look. Oh, I exhausted him as well, but it's the second ability. So what the second ability does, as I told you, it slows the enemy and it slows their attack speed. But why upgrade it? So on level 1, so when you have your second ability on level 1, the music is getting a bit loud. When you have your second ability on level 1, the duration of the slow and the attack speed reduction is 2 seconds. So you're gonna use it on an enemy and the duration is 2 seconds. So you know you can use it on the enemy ADC, for example, and the attack speed and movement speed is gonna be reduced by a lot for 2 seconds. When you upgrade it, it becomes 3 seconds. When you upgrade it again, it becomes 4 seconds. When you upgrade it yet again to the last level, it becomes a 5-second attack speed reduction and a 5-second slow. That is right, guys. I know it sounds broken, but that is the reality. You never really feel this. Because whenever you play Nasus, you always upgrade your first ability and then your third ability, right? Like, that's the normal Nasus. But this Nasus not. Look at this. Look at this. They can't do anything. They both cannot do anything. How crazy is this? Boom. Oh, now they can. I screwed up. I can use Stone Plate to escape. There you go. So I got caught here. Now I'm using Stone Plate. They use everything to kill me. Look at this. They just can't kill me. They can't. They can't. Nasus is so broken when you play him like this. Look at this. Name me another champion that can do this. The only champions in the game that can tank like this are Mundo and Alistar. And these are 2 champions that are fully designed to do this. Nasus is not fully designed to do this, but with this build, you can. How crazy was that? How crazy was that, guys? Please tell me. Look, he even says OP Nasus. Of course he says OP Nasus. They couldn't kill me. They just couldn't. So you may be asking, how is that possible? So first of all, Stone Plate. Makes sense, right? Secondly, the Fimbulwinter. This thing is so good because it constantly gives me a shield. And when I'm around more than one enemy, as I said, it gives me a huge shield, 80% more than the normal shield. So like on top of all the health that I have, it gives me like 600 more health every 8 seconds. That is why I'm super tanky. That is why you're practically unkillable. There is no counter in this game for barriers yet. That is why this is so immensely broken. We don't have an item that counters a barrier. Right? Like when you have a barrier, when you have a Janna shield, something like that. Wild Rift doesn't have any item that counters it. That is why this works so well, because the Fimbulwinter is now such a broken item on Nasus. Now I got the fully upgraded second ability, by the way. If I hit it on an enemy, that enemy cannot run away. Here you can see. I use it instantly on the Misfortune. I ignored him off. Look, she's still slowed. She was still slowed. You see that? So your second ability is essentially a stronger exhaust. So I have an exhaust, which is a bit of an overkill, but I just like it. That's personal preference. Like, look, Malphite is still slowed. He's still slowed. Look, he finally got, now the slow finally went away. So I really recommend you to do this on an enemy that is an attack damage champion. So like Renekton, Aurelias, you know, the Lee Sins, the Misfortunes even. Use your second ability on them because you don't only want to be using it for the slow, you also want to be using it for the attack speed reduction. Very, very important. There I died, by the way, because, you know, I'm not immortal. So I did screw up, and of course I still die if I screw up. By the way guys, make sure you give the video a like, it really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Same with the comments and all that kind of stuff. If you want to, you know, give it a like, put a comment under the video, etc. I also have a Discord server if you haven't joined already. There's nearly 5,000 members there, and you know, there's a lot of fun stuff happening in the Discord server, so make sure you join it if you want to. There's links in the description. There's links to all of my social media in the description, and I'm active on all of them. Instagram, Twitter, Discord, everywhere. As you can see, I'm not really paying too much attention to stacking my first ability anymore. Like, it really doesn't matter. Like, you shouldn't be mad at yourself if you can't stack your first ability when you play this Nasus, because it's not about it. This I would definitely say this is the easier way to play Nasus. Because, yeah, like, look, the Aurelia is trash-talking everyone in this team. Oh, I said it in the party chat, so I didn't repeat it because it's trash talk. Why would I repeat it? Screw it. But he's trash talking everyone, but he's the worst player in the team by far. How annoying is that? Look at this, look at this, look at this. I just used my second ability and I slow him. And it completely tanked his damage, you see? Okay, so I go in, I slow all of them, and I apply Leandris on all of them. I use my Stone Plate. I tanked up 5 enemies throughout that entire duration. Look at this, look at this. I don't die. This is all because of the Fimbulwinter. All the tankiness came from Fimbulwinter. Somehow, some way, we still lost the fight. I provided a lot of value during that team fight. Come on. Oh, nice. This keeps getting better in the late game, by the way. It doesn't really fall off. The reason that this doesn't really fall off, this Nasus, is because you have a lot of HP. So even if the enemies have armor penetration or magic penetration, you have a lot of HP. Oh my god, Evelyn failed there. It was kind of funny. You have a lot of HP, so, and barriers. So even though they have a lot of damage and magic penetration, armor penetration, blah blah blah, the Fimbulwinter is still gonna allow you to soak up a load of damage on top of, and then your ultimate as well, and then the Stone Plate as well. So it doesn't matter really. That was kind of funny. Evelyn tried to get a sneaky kill, but then he just got killed. He's a really good jungler, by the way. This Evelyn is a really good player. I wish that he streamed as well or something, but he doesn't. But he plays a lot with me and Keys. So if you want to watch that again, Keys' stream is perfect for that. Twitch.tv/KeysO. Don't forget the O. So here I'm going for the Abyssal Mask. The reason is because we have an Evelyn. You know, Abyssal Mask is already good for me, but it's especially good now because we have an Evelyn. Essentially, when I go in, and then the Evelyn tries to assassinate an enemy, she will do 15% more magic damage because of my Abyssal Mask. So it's a really good item to go for. So here you can see, I'm going for it. Yeah, Abyssal Mask. I'm so sorry. It's so hard to focus in this video because it's constantly, like, readjusting my back. It's just so... Oh, a Nemesis duel as well. That's funny. You never really see those. By the way, if you didn't know, I'll tell you after this fight. Look at this. This is... I completely soaked up the Misfortune ultimate. Wait, I want to show you guys again. Wait. I want to show you guys this again. Look at how I just soaked up nearly 2,000 physical damage from Misfortune's ultimate. I completely ignored her. Look at the damage. Look at how much damage I soaked up. Look at under my health. You'll see exactly how much Misfortune ultimate damage I soaked up. Look. It's 400, 500, 700, 800, 1800 damage on top of all of the other damage. I can guarantee you right here, I basically soaked up like 5,000 damage right there. I'm pretty sure I soaked up like over 5,000 damage just right there. That's how crazy Nasus is. No one can frontline that except for these types of champions. No one. This is crazy. This is really crazy. I'm telling you guys, this is crazy. So a Nemesis duel is between me and Renekton. If you didn't know, if Nasus wins the Nemesis duel, his first ability, the Siphoning Strike, becomes an AoE ability. You do AoE damage with it. If Renekton wins, whenever he uses his ultimate, he's constantly going to be having full Fury. So full stacks of his Fury, which is his mana basically. Look, here the Fimbulwinter allows me to stack it up. I can just go in aggressive and I won't die. Ah, Stone Plate. Nice. Miss Fortune is perma slowed now. Look, Miss Fortune is perma. She can't do anything. She can't do anything because her attack speed is reduced and she's perma slowed. She was just kind of sitting there like a little duck waiting to get killed. Why did I give that example? No, don't kill little ducks. Why would I say that? No, I take it back. Little ducks are cute. I also have a little bird, so it hits me extra in a nerf. Look, he gets slowed. He's trying to get away. Look at him, look at him, look at him, look at him. He's trying to get away, but he can't. We can just finish the game, by the way. I just realized. We can just finish the game. So thank you so much for watching. Let's take a look at how much damage I did and how much I tanked, because these are very important stats for you to see. I think I'm not sure if I did the most damage, but I can 100%, 1,000,000% guarantee you that I tanked the most damage. Maybe even 2 times more than anyone. Let's take a look. Just let's take a look. I got the MVP. I nearly did the most damage, but I soaked up 36,000 damage right there. 36,000 damage. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.